So it all starts when you go up and you're watching the match tonight. You hear the cheer umpire call off the scores. At the same time, he or she is entering it into a handheld device. And this is the first instant. Once they hit who's won that point, that actually feeds to the scoreboards there on the court, but it also feeds back to our scoring network that's running here. You also see the serve, and you look over to see how fast that was. We have the Doppler radar that's detecting the speed of that serve. We also have statisticians on the 5 broadcast courts, and they're making those judgment calls as to winners, unforced errors, net approaches. And all that information is coming back here. And then once we have that, it's getting distributed in a number of different ways, depending upon who needs to use that information. So we're actually using the information to help run the tournament more efficiently. Last week we generated the draw. Up here you'll see the court scheduling. Each one of these columns on the checkerboard screens is what's happening on the court. And it's in the player operation. So has a player been called? Have they checked in? Have they been escorted out on the court? Are they now warming up? Has play started? Did a player retire? Have they finished? And so that's continually keeping people apprised, so we've got all these moving parts running efficiently. All this information then is at your fingertips, and it's all just data, and it's raw data until you begin to add intelligence to it, and according to who's using it, how you begin to display it. What you'll see over here is actually new for the first time this year, is actually for the media and the media center, an IPTV solution. And we've always had all this information, and we've had the closed circuit television feeds, we've had the intranet, and what we've provided this year for the media enables them to actually program this so that you can select your five channels here. I've got the grandstand up here. I can come over here and click on stats and pull up the stats for that match right here without having to leave that experience. I can be in the media center and click on interviews and see that Stefanik is in hallway 3 media for the interview at 6:40. If I'm out on a court, I want to come back, I can actually pull up the archive of an interview and either watch that video live or watch the transcript. So it's just giving that information in ways that's making it easier to do their job.
The fan-facing elements, back to that content piece. This year what's new is we did redesign the US Open site, and not just to take advantage of their It Must Be Love campaign, but more to how do we communicate with that fan, how do we provide that fan what they want, how do we make sure that the screen real estate is utilized effectively. So this fragment in the middle used to be a scoreboard, and it used to just have the 3 show boards of information. Now it's a fragment of code that shows you live. There's a tab there to show you what's upcoming, and there's a tab to show you what recently happened. So in very small real estate we can communicate. We've done live streaming video for the last 2 years here. This year it's been expanded to have all broadcasters, so all CBS windows, all Tennis Channel, and all ESPN channels are streamed live. But what makes this experience different from just the streaming of the video is the marriage of that data. So once the commercial finishes, you'll get a chance to see. So when Christina was talking about data being captured, so you're viewing this match, over the internet stream, but we take that same data, we overlay it to this experience to make a deeper experience for that fan. So if they're interested in seeing, more match stats, they can bring it up. They're not as dependent on the broadcaster for bringing that up. And, simple things like, if they wanted to watch another match that was going on, or to create kind of that social networking environment, if you wanted to comment and see what other people were saying about the match in progress, this ability to have some of that social. As for the USTA, it's about engaging that fan, it's about deepening that relationship with the fan. So these are just some of the things that we've done to help them do that, leveraging the data that's captured and creating a solid user experience.